Hello class, today I am going to start with chapter number 8, Introduction to HTML5. In this chapter we will learn about HTML and its features, components in HTML, writing an HTML program. HTML is a markup language for creating web pages. A web page contains information in the form of text, graphics, animation arranged in an attractive manner. Web browsers like Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox use HTML text to interpret and compose text, images, and other content into visual or audible web pages. These web pages are joined together to form a website. HTML it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It was invented by Tim Berners-Lee. He is known as the inventor of the World Wide Web. Next, hypertext. It is a piece of a text on a web page which opens a new web page when it is clicked, like the login button on the facebook.com, which logs a user into his or her Facebook account after the user has input the email address and the password. For opening this, it should be correct. If you are not going to use the correct password or username, your mail will not be open. Markup language. It is a language that uses markup, which are instructions given to the browser, and the hypertext or graphics or ordinary text or video, etc. In HTML, markups are special tags which are formatting specification used in the language. Here you will learn about some tags that are very important whenever you are using HTML. So first thing is that you must have to know about the tags and its uses. We can view the entire set of codes used in a website simply by pressing Ctrl+U keys on the websites active in the browser. Here comes the history of HTML. Physicist Tim Berners-Lee specified HTML and wrote the browser and server software. The first publicly available description of HTML was a document titled HTML Tags. It was first mentioned on the internet by Tim Lee in the late 1991. HTML 2.0 was the first major specification published in the 1995. 2 years later, the World Wide Web Consortium W3C released HTML 3.2, which was the first version developed exclusively by W3C. You can say World Wide Consortium. The W3C was the World Wide Web Consortium is the organization that develops international standards for World Wide Web. It was founded by Tim Berners-Lee in 1994, and he remains the organization's chairman to this date also. So currently we are learning about the HTML5 version which was first published in 2014. Next is here features of HTML. HTML is a very easy to understand and can be modified easily. It is a platform independent. It works with HTML. We need whenever we are going to use this HTML, we need two tools that are very important. First one is HTML editor and second one is a web browser. HTML editor is for writing a code and a web browser is used to generate it. We write the codes in editor and publish them on the browser. So next is HTML documents are prepared in HTML editors. These editors can either be what you see is what you get, like Adobe, Dreamweaver and Google Web Designer, or a simple text editor like Notepad. Mostly we all are using Notepad in this scale. So HTML is not a case sensitive language. We can use uppercase, lowercase as we wish. So it is not a case sensitive. This implies that there is no difference between in a uppercase word and in a lowercase word. HTML document is always saved with the extension .htm or .html. Here you can see the extension. This one is very important. Without using this extension, if you are going to save your document, this whatever the browser you are going to use, it will not able to publish them. Next is, you will be using a lot of HTML tags as markup. There are many tags in HTML5, although we will not be using all of them in this chapter. We just learn about the general structure. So know before we proceed, the one thing important is you should know the basic definition of a web page, website and a web browser, because sometimes it creates a confusion. So, a web page. What is a web page? It is an individual page that displays content in form of hyperlink, ordinary text, graphics, video, audio, etc. And next is a website. What is a website? It is a collection of web pages about a similar topic linked together with the help of hyperlinks. And a web browser, it is a software program that is designed to open web pages and website with the help of their domain name. So what is important here? Domain name. Next come the components in HTML. HTML code that defines the structure of HTML documents are known as tags. So these are like keywords that tell a browser how to publish a particular content. Tags give instructions to the web browser to display the content on a web page. Each tag is enclosed within angular brackets. So there are two types of tags. First one is container tags and second one is empty tag. Container tags are those tags which have the starting, the opening tag and the closing tag. Here you can see the example. This one is the example of container tag, and this one is the example of container, the first one here you can see, and the second one is the example of empty tags. You can see the container tag is having the starting and the ending, means opening and the closing both tags, but in this empty tag only one tag is there, that is opening tag, you can say in short. So one thing that is important, whenever you are using this container tag, if you are going to open any tag, you must have to enclose it, otherwise whatever the code you have written in between that, it will not work, it will not display. Next comes the elements. The complete format of a tag is called an element. This includes the opening tag, content and the closing tag. As I have shown you in the previous, the starting, opening and the ending tag. Between this we have to write whatever the thing we want. Next is attributes. These are special commands that influence the layout of an element in HTML. They are placed inside the element's opening tag and provide additional information to the tag. Here you can see the example P align, that is center. The P is for paragraph, and what it has to start from the center, the first paragraph, and then the tag is closed. Here you can see the example. These are this one is the attribute, that center part, it is written here. Next, structure of an HTML document. Every program written in HTML starts with an HTML and it ends with here you can see this one is the structure of an HTML document. The first one, that is very important. Here you can see the HTML, this one head and the title tag. Between these, whatever the title we want to give it, we can write here. And first thing that I had opened the title, this one is the closing tag, because these all are the containers. The head is open, the head is also closed. Then the body part, in this whatever thing we want to write, we can write. We can just give the underline, italic option also with it, and after that we have to close it. And then the last one, the HTML, the starting tag, we have to close it. with whatever we have opened the first, it will closed at the last one. So this one is the general structure of an HTML document. It is very important to know these all are the important basic tags that is important to create any HTML write-up, any HTML program. Next is some more tags that I told you, bold, italic, underline and BR tag. This one is used for line break. These all are the important tags that are also used inside the body part of the structure. Next is creating, saving and viewing the HTML program. So first thing that is important, an editor. So that here we are using Notepad. As I told you that we are mostly using Notepad. So first one is open the Notepad program and write the HTML code over there. With the important structure, here you can see the basic structure has been used to write a code in the HTML that Notepad editor. So then after writing our code, whatever HTML code we want to write, we can write. We just have to save it, and for saving the important thing is that extension .html or .html. This extension is required for our HTML programming. So after this, here you can see I have saved this thing. Now we have to go to the browser like Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, whatever is there in your system, you just have to use and have a menu bar from there where you can select open. However, Google Chrome does not have a menu bar, so just use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+O to open that one. Next, after this, the dialog box will appear and select the HTML file whatever you have saved, the name that you have to select, and click on the OK button, and the output will appear on the screen. You all can see like this. This one is the output. So whatever the changes we want to make in that document, we can again move to that Notepad and open that file and do the editing and then save it again. And then again we have to come on the browser and we can open and we can see our changes over there. Here you can see these are some important shortcuts that we can use. This Ctrl+U to view the entire set of codes, Ctrl+O to open and Ctrl+S to save the document. These are the full forms that are required to learn. HTML, that is Hypertext Markup Language. W3C, you can say the World Wide Web Consortium. And WYSI, that it is given in your book. What you see is what you get for the editor. Hope you all have understood the chapter. Thank you.